My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. 930 gold, that's a decentish amount, I think. The time is 4:04, time not found. It's personally the best time of the day to get into an arena as far as I'm concerned. It's gotta be Shaman, because I haven't played a Shaman in forever. Ooh, look at that Power Mace. So even if you don't get the Death Rattle for that, that's one more cost for a Fiery War Axe, which is still not that bad. And it will still kill most of the things around that cost. Abusive Sergeant is very aggressive. So, Nerebar Weblord? No. It's Abusive Sergeant or Flame Tongue. Flame Tongue helps you trade better, but it needs you to have stuff on the board, but so does the Abusive Sergeant, I guess. Abusive Sergeant's better in Shaman because you can buff totems, of course, while developing a minion that is individually powerful, but then again, it also dies to hero powers. Alright, I'll take the Flame Tongue totem. Haunted Creeper, power that up with a Flame Tongue totem, and whoa, now you got a party. Dark Iron Dwarf, power up the fucking Haunted Creeper with a... oh, you got a party. It's gotta be Rockbiter for the removal. Shattered Sun or Ogre Brute. Now, I kinda want to take the Shattered Sun because I've got a Haunted Creeper. But is that a good enough reason? I actually think it is. I think I might get offered more Ogre Brutes during the course. I like having at least one Earthshock, plus the other two cards are complete trash. I don't like any of these, especially because that will deal with all of my guys. Oh dear. These are all really bad. I'm gonna take the Frostwolf Grunt and just hope to use it in a situation where it goes 1-for-1. Mechanical Yeti, fuck yes, plus... it's important to have some stuff to power up with my Power Mace, get some card draw in the deck. Give me that As You Are Drake, please. Race of a Hunter is the best of these stats-wise. Hex for removal. Need at least one. I think I take the Lightning Bolt for removal. Yeah, I think it's just straight up the best card of those. Forked Lightning. Luckily, it's up against two shitty cards, because I do like Forked Lightning, actually. That's got to be a Clockwork Gnome as a relatively good one play. Now, since I have a Clockwork Gnome, Mad Bomber is a little anti-synergistic, but I also need more 2s, and Mad Bomber is relatively good. Might be Rockbite? No, it's Mad Bomber. Ooh, that's another Forked Lightning that I have to pick up, because the other two cards are trash. Okay, that's one mech. 2 mech. I want more mechs. I really want more mechs so I can justify this Tinkertown Technician, but but at the moment, it's up against something that's also really good, so I can just luckily say, well, Shattered Sun, of course. We've got 3 Death Rattles in the deck currently. That's the Mechanical Yeti, the Haunted Creeper, and the Clockwork Gnome. I could play an Undertaker with relative ease. These are all bad, though. These are all horrid. That's way overcosted. Even if I have out my Power Mace, it still costs 1 mana. And I can't rely on getting another weapon. So if I had maybe, you know, 2 Stormforged Axe, I might consider the Dread Corsair. But for the moment, no fucking thank you. I'm thinking it might actually be Wind Fury. Is it actually gonna be Wind... no, it's not. It's Undertaker. God, that was a horrible pick to have to make. All of these are pretty bad, but the Demolisher also comes on a turn where I might be finishing off with my Power Axe, so that's pretty good. I haven't got any high drops, so I actually just straight up have to take the Frost Elemental. And again with the Fen Creeper, Stormforged Axe, of course. I love it. Argent Commander for immediate value or Sunwalker? I think I actually take the Sunwalker. Is that true? No, it's not. Argent Commander. So that I can actually push some damage. I mean, I've got 2 weapons. Antique Healbot's not that bad. Plus, it's a mech, so consider that at the very least. Hex, because the rest of those are trash. Ooh, Whirling Zaphomatic. I'd love to get one of those in my deck, and I did. Another fucking Forked Lightning? No, I can't. I have to get some more 4s. So there's a Ancient Brewmaster. Those are all bad. I'll take a Mad Bomber. Man, I just wanted a really good 4 to round things out. It's got to be the Stampeding Kodo. The Kazan Mystic can flip the game, but the Stampeding Kodo can flip the game and can flip the game far more fucking often. It's a bad deck. It's a really bad deck. Let's think about all of the cards in this that are going to be almost complete trash all of the time. Earthshock, Undertaker, Frostwolf Grunts, Flametongue Totem isn't even that good, to be completely honest with you. Demolisher, Razorfen Hunter, Ancient Brewmaster, Antique Healbot is not going to be that good most of the time. Fen Creeper, again. Frost Elemental. There's just so many suboptimal cards. I don't know. I'm going to make a tentative assumption that we're going to go 5 wins based off of good Forked Lightnings. Time to equip my ring. It's not. It doesn't have any stat bonuses, unfortunately. It's just a normal ring of wearing. That's the name of it. A +1 ring of wearing. The other day, actually, I ordered another ring on the internet for opening bottles. It's just got like a little bottle opener, like, clip at the bottom, and you just... That's gonna be real good. Luckily, the Forked Lightning is actually more likely to trigger against the Shaman because of the hero power, so they'll most likely have 2 things on the board. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm kind of relying on the... Greetings.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, I really don't like it. Okay, yeah, I can't accelerate my curve. I'm thinking, what if I Undertaker and then Flametongue next to it and run it in? But then I've got a fucking 0-3 naked on the board, and my opponent can just kill it. Right?
Wanna blow something up?
Oh, you kidding me?
Ooh, yeah, you got it.
This'll kill my Mad Bomber.
Wanna blow something
Watch
up?
it.
Well played.
Fuck you and your well-played bullshit. Oh my god. I've never been so insulted in all of my life.
Elements guide me.
I don't have a mech, unfortunately.
I pack a big punch. Ooh, yeah, you got it.
I was considering using Lightning Bolt, but no, I don't need to. I get to keep my whole board. I mean, if my opponent's going to be clearing both of these, it's going to be a Forked Lightning, or it's going to be a different card. It had to be the 1-1. Why did it have to be the 1-1? Okay. So next turn, I can push, assuming no taunt, no heal. 3, 3, 3, 3, so 12, 16, 19 damage. I can even use 3 to clear a taunt. If you can hear something in the background, I apologize. There's a little vacuuming going on in the house at the moment. Oh dear. Hex? If you're targeting my biggest minion, it's either a Hex or a Lava Burst. Summon the Taunt Totem or you lose this turn. In fact, summoning the Taunt Totem still makes you lose this turn.
Well played.
Well played, you Dust Devil dodging prick.
Elements guide
Okay. I mean... What are the... Okay, so 3 shots, 3 targets, right? So... Missing the first is 66%, and then missing the second is 66%, and then missing the third is 66%, right? So... In total, it's a third of a third of a third. God, I'm horrible at math. No, it's 2/3 of 2/3 of 2/3. So I hate fractions by fractions. It's so annoying. So it becomes 4/9 and then 8/18. No. 8/27. Yes? I think you just multiply across. God. If only this was like linear, like actual algebra, that would be way easier for me. The numbers don't fit in my head. It doesn't work. So I keep removal because I'm going second, and there's the possibility of my opponent being able to flood the board and then me just waiting, holding back, using it. This is actually a really good opening hand, except for the fact that I'm going to get a lot of overload. I might coin out the Haunted Creeper and then play Flame Tongue Totem next to it, because even when the Haunted Creeper is dead, it has usefulness. And my opponent also is not at all incentivized to use removal on the Haunted Creeper, so instead they'll try and play a minion that survives against it, a 3/2 or a 2/3. And then we'll get to Flame Tongue Totem to kill it. Really? That's interesting. That's a very slow play. What is your fucking hand if you're playing this slowly?
Bring out your dead.
Cone of Cold? For Cone of Cold, I might want to have put this all the way over here.
The end is coming!
I have the kill on that.
I thank you.
Were you expecting me not to have the damage to... That would be hilarious. Yeah, I have the exact kill on that as well. You could have removed one of my damage as well. This is weird. I think that's both of my Death Rattle minions out as well, so... Undertaker is now just going to be a 2/2 for the rest of the match. Huh? That gets healed at the end. Why did you not ping it? Honey, we need to talk. What the fuck are you doing? You're still another turn off Flame Strike. You do realize this. Yeah, I had the coin. There's a Cone of Gold. And that's already lethal on board. Yeah, that just worked out really well for me. My opponent didn't develop any minions at any point. If I had to guess, I would say that they were really scared. Not that that's... No, I'm not saying that they, like, they were so scared. I'm not doing anything like that. What I'm saying is that I think that they had cards that they thought were so valuable that to play them and to have them die to, you know, a 3/1 would be akin to losing. But in not playing anything, they guaranteed that they were going to lose eventually. It's something that I fall into constantly, where I'm like, no, I can't give my opponent a 4/3 against their 3/5. That's just absurd value for them. And then I'd lose. Because I don't develop anything, my opponent just continues to get a bigger board, and it continues to snowball worse for me. No. Fucking Frostwolf Grunt. At least I might be able to bounce back the Flame Tongue Totem before it does something stupid. Best case scenario, my opponent coins a 3-2 and then my Frostwolf Grunt actually responds to it. Worst case scenario, my opponent makes a 2-3 and then I have to still play my Frostwolf Grunt and it dies.
What you want?
Baby, I got it. What you need. You know I got it. And all I'm asking. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've seen your smiling face. No, it's been a long time since I've had a Frostwolf Grunt in my deck. So to actually have the card, the man, the myth, the legend. Ooh, I could buff it and make it. Oh. Is that worth it? Actually, yeah.
We must
It is a little bit worth it. So now this dies to the explosive trap. Snipe. That's definitely worth it then. I assumed it would be explosive trap for some reason, but anyway, yeah, I was expecting it to be explosive trap, and then I would have a 3-1 remainder. But the 3-1 taunt is actually pretty good against the Hunter. Hunters have difficulty dealing 3 damage. Sorry, dealing 1 damage.
I let the dog out.
Whoa! That's so good for me!
Time for killing. I'll put it on your head.
I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, alright? That's just real good. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. But yeah, it's been so long since I've actually drafted the Frostwolf Grunt that I haven't been able to sing that, because... Oh. Just hero power. Just hero power. There we go.
Another round?
Oh.
Elements guide me.
I think I actually do the initial attack. Because if my opponent doesn't remove this turn, it goes to a 5-4. And then I put a Flame Tongue Totem next to it next turn and it becomes a 7-4 with Wind Fury. Attacks the face twice for 14 damage. That's more than a Pyroblast. I think that's actually worth it in terms of wasting a little bit of value for face damage. And I think I can't afford to do it.
I wonder.
We win! Are you kidding me? Wow.
Elements guide me. Another round?
I'm a very happy boy. 93 on our beatdown. Oh, there it is. 93 on our beatdown quest. 3 for Shaman Dominance. I'll be honest, that little moment there may have been the most fun that I've had in Hearthstone for... Well, excluding the adventures. Fuck, I love the adventures. But that may have been the most fun I've had in Hearthstone in a very long time. I only just realized that my lighting was off, by the way, so how dare you not fucking warn me about that earlier? I'm looking at you, Amar. Where's the opponent? Okay.
Thrall versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. For Doom.
I'm never getting this forked lightning going on, but I am going second, so if I was to ever get it going on, it'd have to be now. Oh, damn it, that's a really bad hand. I mean, Earthshock will be really good if my opponent has a web spinner. Prevents my opponent from drawing a random card from outside their deck as well, so it's against fatigue, right? That would be really good, but I don't think I have the capability for... Okay, that's still exactly what it was before. I have to turn my phone off when I record now. So this didn't used to be a problem, because I didn't used to have push notifications for comment. Well, I did have push notifications for comments and tweets and stuff like that. But now I actually get more comments and tweets, so it's become an issue. Yeah, your web spinner can go fuck itself, buddy. I think I have to totem next turn. I mean, that's, all things considered, not horrible. But still, ugh. Yuck. Now, Murloc Tidehunter is basically the only way that my opponent develops two things this turn and I get a good Fork Lightning. Oh, give me the top deck of the Stormforged Axe. Fuck you. It's still okay. It's probably better that I didn't have it earlier, otherwise I would have coined it, it would have got killed by the Mad Bomber, and then I would have been, oh, now you can fucking target Mad Bomber! Couldn't get a goddamn Dust Devil, but you can get my... You piece of sh... Yeah, so it, guess it's better that it didn't... Guess it's better that it didn't come out earlier. So I could have rolled 25% chance on the totem to get spell damage totems so that I could kill the ship's cannon and the 3-2 and keep my 2-1 on the field. But imagine a world where my opponent needs to use a ship cannon to attack him here and then something supplementary to do the rest of the 2 damage, right? Then, as long as the something supplementary is not too big, I can Fork Lightning it. Right, and go a little bit further up.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Oh. Okay, hit this. Hit the Ogre Magi. Oh. Oh, baby.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That felt real good. I'll admit it, that felt real good. Okay. So we got a total of 4 mana next turn if we want to use our coins, so we can bounce something.
For the Lich King.
Using the Ancient Bounce Master. That's unfortunate. Yeah, alright, I think I just have to go face.
Push forward.
I can't develop it. I can't bounce anything against that. I'll lose too much tempo. I think I just wait for it to remove something and then Argent Commander to remove the rest of it, continue going for face. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Removes the most persistent damage from my board. The worst thing for me right now would be something like a Savannah Highmane. But that's always the worst thing for everyone ever. Savannah Highmane's dope as fuck. That's... Oh man, these turns are turning out real well for me. Could trade so severely up. But then I can only develop a 4. I mean, it would be Flametongue Totem goes here, Boar goes into the Earthen Ring Farseer, and then the Razorven Hunter goes into the Spectral Knight. But, like, it doesn't actually help me. Not with Curve, not with respect to Curve at least.
To Northred!
Push forward.
That's so unfortunate that I have to avoid that though. At the very least, that opens up the player Frost Elemental plus Flametongue Totem next turn, and then I can Totem Dance for a while.
Put it on your tab.
Do the Totem Tango. Let's go in for my 4-2. I mean, I think I just freeze that natural. Then go face. Yeah. I don't need to deal with it right now. So, I don't need to coin Flametongue Totem and then run the fucking Razorfen in here. It just gives my opponents better targets for Glaive Zuko. Even though it wouldn't kill the Flametongue Totem. God, that's a lot of secrets, buddy. I mean, gosh. Dang. OG. Freezing Trap. Okay, let's methodically test for each trap. So this will test for Snipe. there's no way I ever run the Frost Elemental into here, so that always goes face. Freezing Trap. That was likely not correct. I probably should have gone 2-3 for the face. And then... No, 1 for the face, because the 5-5 because it could have hit the 1-1 and just still had the 5-5 on field. Yeah, that would be fun. So I'll obviously save the Bounce Master. Actually, I should have played the Undertaker as well. Yeah, the Undertaker would have secured me lethal next turn. Because currently I have 8 damage on the field, and then I've got the Power Mace in hand. Alright, so the Undertaker pumping in an extra damage would have been enough to kill him.
Bring out your
Unfortunately, that's only for freezing a minion, so I can't try and freeze him just in case he has a weapon. When I say him, I mean Rexar. I think the easiest way for me to not refer to the gender of the player that I'm versing and only refer to, and still have like neutral, well, still have terms that I can refer to, is to say her for Jaina and Valera, and to say him for every other character. I mean, I think that's the fairest way that I can do that. So there's the beatdown. Now one more win will actually put me into 5 wins. Holy shit, has this been 28 minutes and we've got 4 wins already? I mean, we did like turn 4 kill someone. There is that. Brush, brush. This isn't a standard typical kind of the way that I play control. We're not even getting to my control cards most often.
Your soul shall be mine for Doomhammer.
Now I'm going first, so the Forked Lightning is actually way worse. But it might put supplementary damage on the field for what the Demolisher is trying to do.
I greet you. Greetings, friend.
I think I would always keep the Power Mace in my opening hand. Looks like I'm gonna have to totem turn 2. Very sad totem from me. Don't get the 1-1, don't get the 1-1, don't get the 1-1, I hate this video game. Oh, my opponent can kill that. And they tap. Wow. The sadness is real, ladies and gentlemen. Shadow Bolt's the worst thing for me. It's actually not that bad. Okay, I need some pretty good hits here. Thank you. Could have been worse. Could have been much worse. Unfortunately, I do have to lock mana crystals that I would like to be using next turn, but that's the reality of the situation that I am currently in.
Slippery.
Oh, I want to have the fucking Stampeding Kodos so bad.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That's actually a really good draw. I'm vulnerable to Hellfire, but I'm always going to be vulnerable to Hellfire. This means my opponent's card also dies if they try and Hellfire. So they can go face and then Hellfire. That's not actually that bad for me, to be completely honest with you, though. I mean, I can't play around Mortal Coil. You can, but unless you're so severely ahead that it doesn't matter, you probably shouldn't. Okay. That's really good. That's really good for me. Trade severely up with a minion that's already killed a lot. Yeah. Oh, get that heal. Get that heal, son. My opponent is 2 cards deeper down in their deck, but we are. We are the youth of the nation. We are. Oh man, reversing switch, stampeding Kodo would be so good, but I can't target that. Oh. Lame. I think I do have to sack one. Yeah, I have to sack one. That's fine, this goes back up to a 4-2. So it can't be mortal coiled, but this still can, I guess. I need to cut my nails. I just realized that I may have scratched my neck a little hard. Yeah. Demon Heart? Oh. Lame. I wanted that to be a fucking 5-8 taunt that I'd then Earthshock.
Silver moon shall not fall.
Done.
My consideration here is, do I even need to antique healbot? Because then my opponent has a minion that they want to kill fucking instantly so that I can't power mace. I think it's actually good if I have a minion that my opponent really desperately needs to kill. Especially if it's this. Oh, but Hellfire vulnerability would actually be fucking potent. You're not getting Hellfire after that. Okay, keep my board Earthshock there. That plays like the most obvious. Oh wait, do I just have lethal? Hang on. 4-4-3-3 Rockbiter. Yeah, I just have lethal. I have super lethal. What am I even talking about? Because this is a 6-6 now. Oh, and that's my dominance quest zone as well. So that's a fair amount of gold, to be completely honest with you. At 5 wins and 0 losses, I think we'll actually cut to a part 2, so you'll be able to find the link to part 2 in the description down below. Hope to see you there.